Okay, well this is where we wound up last night. And this morning we're going to go over here to Sam's Club gas station and fuel up. And then our next stop will be laundry. So I'll do our update once we actually get on the road here. And I want to go down here to the shade. That's what I'm going to do. Not a lot of shade, but a little shade. That's better than no shade. Okay, let's get this done.
Wake up with the sun in our eyes. Sally forth, no need for goodbyes. Journey calls, let's roll the dice. Every mile a new surprise.
Okay, with fuel all done, now we're heading for the laundromat. So today is Tuesday, July the 8th, and it is 8:08 a.m. 73 degrees outside.
Head southeast.
And we only have 2 miles to go. So not bad. Hopefully I chose well. And I will admit, Barb had sent me one first, but to me, it looked like the parking lot was way small. And this one had somewhat better reviews. I didn't read the reviews, I just noticed there were more of them and they were better. And a much bigger parking lot, so hopefully we're fine. That's what I'm hoping. What do you think, Kit? Do you think we're fine? I think we're fine. So we're going to get this over with, and then we got about 2 hours of driving to do. And then I got about an hour of, you know, folding and putting away and all that crap, making the bed again. Got my oil changed yesterday afternoon, right across the street over there at Take 5. And I was a little nervous that when they pulled me into the last spot, the one that's closest to us here, and then I looked at how little room there was to turn coming out of their service bays and into the driveway. Hey, Kit, you need to be up here. You need to get the hookup. Come here. Nope, come. Kit, come. All right. I guess you're going to ride back there. Thank you. Please stay here. Please stay right here. And I said to him, I said, this looks super tight. I think I might need some help getting out of here. And I said, I'm not sure I can make that turn. They said, no, we don't think you can either. We're going to back you out. Okay, fine. Now, of course, the guy that was behind me was literally behind me most of the times. I couldn't see him at all. And there was glare in my rear view camera screen, so I couldn't see him that way either. And finally, I rolled down the window and I said, can you move over to the left a little so I can see you? Because, as I said, there was not a tremendous amount of room there, even backing out. And I'm sure the people that were in line in cars that I had to back out and then turn next to were probably less than thrilled, but it all worked out. And we thought that since we had to come all the way back down here, we might go to Rocky Mountain National Park. But then when we looked, we realized that it's all timed entry, and we wouldn't even have been able to try and get a timed entry for today until 7 o'clock last night. It's like, really? I don't think so. So instead, we're skipping Rocky Mountain National Park, and we're going to end up today boondocking. Hopefully it's okay. On a reservoir near Register Cliff and Fort Laramie. So I'm hopeful that that'll be pretty much okay. So we got 3/4 of a mile to get to our laundromat. What else has been going on? I was on the phone really late last night with a couple of friends, past clients, another realtor. Interesting statue there. Huh. Hi. And I think, for the first time in a really long time, I'm going to cook breakfast while I'm doing laundry. It will be a long time since I cook breakfast as well. And, you know, I had, whoops, can I stop? Yes. I had some English muffins, and I was making basically Egg McMuffins, well, egg muffins. And now I've got sourdough bread. So I think I might do the same thing. Lost your sparkle? Sign up at Steampunk. I wonder what Steampunk is. Because that says, Wash Me North Car Wash. That's very confusing. And although I just put on clean clothes yesterday, I managed to drip toothpaste on my tank top last night. And I thought, you know, let's just bathe and put on clean clothes again today, get all the laundry clean at once, and we'll be good to go for quite a while. It's weird though, I haven't had a regular short sleeve shirt on for so long. I don't really like the way it feels. I've been wearing the athletic cut tank tops, which leave my shoulder blades free, and I really like that feeling. So I probably won't wear this shirt for very long. Is this my turn? Yes. Oh, interesting. Okay. Stop, please. Kit, it's okay. It's okay, Kit. Thank you. Thank you, good boy. You okay, good boy? You okay, good boy? Yes, you are. You're my very, very good boy. So after 2 nights in the Sam's Club parking lot, I'm ready to leave town. Although I did actually manage to get a fair amount of things done, including getting the laundry done. That was really helpful. Solving my inverter problem, which, and I don't think I mentioned this in the video yesterday after we did this, but in addition to telling me to turn the switch back on, I'll put a link to that video from yesterday. In addition to that, he also upgraded the firmware in my servo panel and updated the firmware in my thank you, kid. In my inverter. So really grateful for that. Okay, kid. There it is. It's the laundry basket. So we're gonna do some laundry basket. Turn around this way and come back. Kid, could you stop, please? Could you stop? Hey, hey, kid, stop. Stop. Oh, that was close. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Okay, well, laundry is done. Yay. We actually got out of here a little earlier than I anticipated. Not as early as we would have if I had remembered to start my second machine on time, but I didn't. In fact, my first machine was almost done and Barb came and said, did you forget to do that machine? And I'm like, yeah. So we had to do that again. So that was special.
At the light, turn right onto Buchanan Avenue.
And so that took an extra half an hour while we waited for that machine to run through its cycle. But I've made breakfast, I've done the dishes, yeah, everything's good. We only have about a 2-hour and 15-minute drive. We plan to do 144 miles today to our next boondocking location. and that will be about perfect for me. So it's now 83 degrees at 10:41 in the morning. And it's supposed to be, I think, 96 today, or maybe more. Today and tomorrow are the 2 hottest days in the 5-day. So we're just gonna, you know, deal with what we have to deal with. I'm already 100% charged, and I'm very pleased because I used my waffle iron multi-press to make my entire breakfast this morning, so it was running a fair amount. I did turkey bacon, and this is a little unusual for me. I did eggs on the griddle, and I just broke the yolks so they'd spread out a little bit. Threw a little hatch green chilies on top. Forgot to put any cheese on, but it basically folded in half like an omelet when I took it off. So I just opened it up again, sprinkled some shredded cheese on, and Bob's your uncle. And that was quite good, and so all I had to clean up was the griddle plates, the plate I ate off of, and a fork and the turner for the griddle that I used. So not bad. Everything put away. I got part of my laundry put away. I still got a ways to go when we get stopped, and I still have to make my bed. That's not thrilling. I'm planning to run the air conditioner while I make my bed though, because it's going to be bloody hot by the time we stop. So there you go. That's what we got going on today, and looking forward to getting out of town. Hey, look, this looks like a freeway. Because it is. This is I-25 northbound. So we are essentially retracing our steps here on Tuesday that we took on Sunday. Although, you know, I gotta say, it seems much longer ago to me than Sunday. It's kind of funny. And I see flashing lights up ahead. I hope we're not going to have a repeat of the closed freeway fiasco that we had on Sunday. So we got 116 miles on the freeway and a total of 134 to go. So we should be in camp and parked around 2:30 is my hope. Well, I think we're pretty close to the place. Yeah, this is the exit that we had to get off when we were coming southbound. So I'm thinking we're fairly close to Wyoming at this point. Although I'm not positive about that. I know we're more than 5 miles because Garmin hasn't yet told me that we're approaching a state border. But at least the drive today is uneventful. So yay for that. I've been having trouble with my curfew ride. I think the problem is actually with its cord, which is a 12-volt plug-in with a, I guess that's like a 9-volt, a mini DC thing that plugs into the back of the unit itself. It's become really unreliable and incredibly frustrating lately. So I really want to just get the whole head unit replaced. So I've got a decent screen to see my backup camera. I want to add a front-facing camera, because why not? And really all I care about having are the 2 cameras, a clear screen, the biggest screen I can get, and Apple CarPlay. I don't care about anything else. I don't want Sirius XM. I don't need to be able to watch videos. Don't need any of that stuff. But this screen is just awful. And the backup camera, I'm assuming the camera itself is fine and the problem is just the screen. That's what was true in my previous Coachman Prism. That screen was terrible. I couldn't see the backup camera at all, and I changed out the head unit, and lo and behold, it was crystal clear. might do is find what I want and order it, and then find an auto installer that's willing to do it. Because I did call like Auto Toys yesterday, because they advertise same day installation. Oh, well, you know, if we've got what you want in stock, but we don't have anything like that, we'll have to order it. I'm not going to wait around for them to order something and get it in and pay more for the unit than I would otherwise have to. But I got to figure out how to find an installer that'll do it, because the ones that sell equipment probably won't. Although I think I'll make a couple of calls around that and see if I can get an answer to that as well. And hey, I just had a voicemail message from the DMV in Pahrump, Nevada. Camping World has screwed up my title yet again. Hard to believe, I know. I can't wait to do this video in its entirety. I will have purchased this rig, I will have driven away from Camping World on, I think, August 1st, might have been August 7th. But I was at Camping World by the end of July to buy this in Moscow, Illinois in 2023. And we're halfway, oh, well, we're not halfway through yet. We're at the end of the first week of July, beginning of the second week of July, 2025. So 2 years. And I still do not have title to this vehicle. Absolutely amazing. Astounding even. Look at these cool rock formations along the road. When we came south, I wanted to point them out, but I, for whatever reason, didn't get the camera on. Pretty cool looking. And they're like out here in the middle of nowhere for no apparent reason. There are also a lot of mounds out here, and I've been to a number of different sites with mounds that are the culture, where they like carry earth in baskets and build up these mounds and their burial chambers, and it's very complicated. And I was kind of wondering if any of that was going on here, even though it's not recognized as such. And while we're on the subject of recognizing things, take a look at the bison way up there on top of the hillside to the right. I missed getting that on film when we came south as well. We are approaching the Wyoming state border. We got about 2 miles left to go to get there. 2.3. So I guess the bison belongs to Colorado. I think of it more as a Wyoming symbol. Not sure why, but I do. Beautiful day out today. Oh, excuse me. It is getting hot. Temperature's up to 87. It's only 11:30. We'll see what it ends up getting all the way up to. And there's the bison disappearing from your view. Well, I just saw a billboard advertising the Den Gentlemen's Club in Cheyenne. Here's our Welcome to Wyoming sign up here on the right. Right there. It's kind of unfortunate to me that the first thing advertised in Wyoming is going to be a gentleman's club, but hey, maybe that's important. And then we've got the infamous Loves and Flying J that we spent like 45 minutes at on our way south. Maybe it wasn't quite that long. I'd have to go back and recheck that video, but it was a long time. So we're 9 miles from Cheyenne. We're not going to stop there for anything in particular. We are 98 miles from our destination. I am hoping we get a rest stop in the next 10 miles or so, because I do want to call the DMV and see how we're going to address this latest foobar from Camping World. I did interesting. Okay, so you can get to them either by 25 or 80. And they inspect watercraft. Interesting. the label, and I didn't pay attention to it when I saw it. I mean, I didn't pay attention to it when I put the label on that Camping World had included with the package for the things I needed to sign, which was the title. But I just pulled up the picture that I took of it, and yeah, they sent it to Pahrump. Why on earth did they send it to Pahrump instead of sending it to Carson City, where they have sent it every other time? I have no idea. No idea. I guess it gets snowy here since they closed the freeway, apparently. We're only at 6,200 feet. Well, I say only, but yeah. And hey, it might be helping with the temperature because it's only 85 here. So yay for that. I did see a sign that said Rest Area Welcome Center at Exit 4. So I think we're going to stop there, and I'm going to see if I can get this addressed. Oh, look at the statue here. Is that a Native American waving at us, or is it Sasquatch? What is that? I have no idea. That's bizarre. Trucks and RVs go straight ahead. Wyoming Welcome Center. It's okay, kid. It's okay. It's okay. Thank you. There's an RV dump station here. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Parking for trucks and RVs. Okay, well, nice little rest stop. And there we go. We are going to be on our way. They do have, they've got water. We're not sure if it's potable. And they've got a dump station here. And at first Barb said she wanted to do that, and then she's like, nah, let's just go. And I think that's fine. I think we've got, you know, probably a week or more before we need to consider dumping. And we're both going to need water before that. And the water is potentially questionable because it's red handles, even though it's far away from the dump station area. So, not quite sure about that one. But they got 2 dump station areas, so that's nice. So this is the Wyoming Welcome Center at Exit 4 northbound on I-25. I would call it a worthy stop if you need such a thing. Oh, they say water here. But I think that's going to be, you know, Vanlife people that maybe can get it from a spigot, and we can't go up there. Alright, so whatever. So we have 94 miles to go, an hour and a half. I'm hoping I can make it the whole way without having to stop. Is this like... No, that's a Native American, isn't it? I think. Maybe a scout? I don't know what that statue was supposed to be. There's one on the other end too. Okay. So here we go. But in the meantime, while we were stopped, my bed is made. I put all my laundry away, so that's all a relief. Yay for that. I need to get laundry detergent ordered in the next week or two, because the next time I need to do laundry, I'm out of detergent. I am unsure at this point if we're still repeating what we did southbound on Sunday. Oh, look, there's a horse and rider up on top of this mountain. That's cool. I don't think I noticed that last time. We might be past where we got on I-25 south. I'm not quite sure. Because I don't remember having seen these buttes that we're seeing up ahead now. Doesn't necessarily mean anything. I have slipped since then. And the interesting phenomena that I'm finding I've been sleeping with the slide-in for like 3 nights in a row now. I didn't have to last night because I had power back, but we were still in a parking lot, so why not? And it hasn't been bothering me. There's so much more room, it feels like, with the recliner gone. And I think I want to have a cabinet built in that location, but I'm not 100% sure. I mean, I may just decide that living with the stacked up yellow top bins is fine. I may decide that. But I've got months before it's going to become critical. And I don't think, I don't know, I don't remember chug water coming south either, so I don't know. And we've come down steadily in elevation. We're down to 5,350 feet and up to 92 degrees. So apparently every rest stop, well, I'm saying this on the basis of a sample of 2, but of the 2 rest stops we've been past in Wyoming so far, they both have dump stations, so that's pretty cool. We like free dumps. So 26 miles to our exit. Oh, excuse me. And then I'm going to check and see if the Walmart is relatively convenient, as I suspect it might be. And if so, I think we'll stop there and grab some stuff on our way to camp. And I hope the camp that I've chosen turns out to be okay. But we'll find out in the next hour or so. Well, look up ahead, there's another nice butte. That butte's a butte. Or is that a mesa? What's the difference? I might have to look it up. And if I don't, and you know, leave it in the comments down below. It's certainly pretty. Well, I just pulled off here at the first Wheatland exit because I thought there might have been a Walmart not too far away, but I'm wrong. It's an hour away. So we're just going to head for our campsite, and it's going to be fairly miserable this afternoon. I think I'm going to be running the generator and running the AC, because why not? And I have a terrible time deciding which way it is that Google really wants us to go. So in this case, it wanted us to go the other way. I wanted to do this because, you know, we might as well see the historic downtown while we're in the neighborhood, so to speak. Oh good, I think we are going to see the little bit of the old downtown historic district, maybe. Looks like it goes about 1.5 blocks in each direction. Block and a half. State Bank of Wheatland across the street to the right. I'm looking for an established date. Don't see a cornerstone. A couple nice looking murals on the left. Oh, a little pocket park there, that's cute. Nice stop there, dude. That Platte County Sheriff in front of me just ran the stop sign to jump out in front of me, and his lights aren't on. He must be in a hurry for donuts.
Yeah, they get to do anything they want.
And I caught it on video. Laramie River Power Station, Grayrocks Reservoir. We're going to the Grayrocks Reservoir. thinks it's 97 degrees out, and I don't think he's necessarily wrong. Maybe there will be some shade here, but I'm not counting on that. Well, this must be the Laramie River power plant coming up here. And I think I just got a glimpse of the Laramie River over to the left. Maybe. Or I could be completely wrong. At least there's some vegetation, so we might be able to get some shade. I can hope. We still have 13 miles to our destination. 96 degrees outside at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And there's only 2 bars of Verizon. I hope there's more T-Mobile, but you never know. Wow, according to the weather forecast, it's still going to be 87 degrees at 8 o'clock tonight. That will be pretty miserable. So I think I'm really going to be in favor of trying to find shade to park in. It's a big power plant. I mean, look how long it goes on for. Gate 1, 1,000 feet. Not camping. Truck deliveries, contractors, visitors. I don't think we want to visit there. It's a biggin'. Wonder what all the gray smoke is off there to the left. Laramie Power Station. Look at that view though. Well, ignore all of the power lines. And then look at the view. That's pretty nice. Little old tractor out there in the field, kind of abandoned. Look, isn't this pretty? I think it's pretty. And we're going to get closer to the river, I think, in the next mile or so. But we still have 9.5 miles to go, so I'll pick you up in a bit, or when we get there. There's a butte way up ahead of us, disappearing behind this hill. And according to the map, I can see the reservoir way off to our left. I think we're going to come around closer to it. We're still 6.3 miles away from our first possible stop that I earmarked. But the good news is this puts us pretty close to Register Cliff in Fort Laramie for tomorrow. Interesting landscape. And once again, I can't help but think about the pioneers and the wagons and the oxen and, you know, having to traverse all of the uneven terrain, at least until the wagon ruts got carved into the land. And you think about that, I mean, that really pretty much started, I think, around 1850. So it's like 175 years, and in many places you can still see the wagon ruts. This is very, oh, there's the reservoir way over there to the left. Alright, this is cool looking, I'm liking it. $98 degrees. Not seeing much in the way of trees for us. Okay, there's our official view of the reservoir. How about that? And I'm thinking if we can find a place to camp down there in the trees, that might be ideal. And it looks like there might be a vault toilet over there, so it's probably okay. So I think rather than going off the ground where I was planning to, we'll go take a look at that. The reservoir is pretty. That's an actual campground. Looking at the map, it looks like there's an actual campground to our left. I want to go in and see what that looks like.
Okay.
Because we might be able to get into some trees.
Mine said it's a public access area and it shows tent camping. There's camping.
Yep. What do we think of this? I can pull into the left. Refrigerator is on the shade side. Or do you want to flip around and go back up to where we thought we were going to be to begin with?
This is fine with me.
Alright, let me pull in first and see how level it is. If we can get level for both of us before we get committed to it, but I think it's fine. Hey Kit, did you go swimming? Did ya? Didn't quite go swimming. You went wading, didn't you? Out here in this reservoir. So this is actually, we're gonna call this our entire campsite right here. You can see Barb's rig there. Mine's on the other side of those bushes. But yeah, we got our own private beach. How about that? That's pretty cool.
Wake up with the sun in our eyes.